Will the House come to order, Mr. Clerk?
Aloha and good morning. Today's invocation will be delivered by Representative Teresa Amato. Will the members who wish to participate please rise?
Good morning. I am Teresa Amato from South Maui. I am honored and privileged to be here with you today to amplify the voices of our communities. Whether it is protecting children in schools, protecting people's right to medical care, our people's right to prosper and have a home, protecting our environment, or to love and marry whomever you choose, reaffirming society's protections at the state level is one of the most important jobs that any of us can do. We must uphold our democratic ideals and not succumb to those who would undermine our system, our rights, indeed, our core values. We must prevent irreparable harm to the planet, preserve our way of life, and provide a future for our keiki. That is the underlying theme in all of the legislation our team is working on that I ask you to please support. Given instability in Washington and on the international stage, our economy is at risk. We must become self-reliant to help our people prosper. I paraphrase Eleanor Roosevelt, who said, "Great minds discuss great ideas." Let us not just discuss only important human rights like having food, housing, and women's right to health care, but also we must consider long-term needs for our economy. So I offer you the self-reliance triad of water, power, and food. Sustainability creates stability. Let me say it again. Sustainability creates stability. We must conserve and treat existing water and develop desalination. We need new power generation, storage, and distribution, meaning solar power, batteries, and grid upgrades. And we must grow our own food, process it locally, and distribute it here. We talk about diversifying our economy, preserving our environment, helping businesses, education, workers, and unions, and of course, helping our neighbors. All are of critical importance. The Reliance Triad I just outlined will contribute to these goals while also ensuring prosperity for future generations. As we all turn in our CIP requests, I'd like to leave you with a closing thought from Roman General Marcus Aurelius. He said, "The only wealth which you will keep forever is the wealth you have given away." We are grateful to hear that our governor compassionately just sent $2.5 million as a start for special education in our district. And we hope next that our bridge, so badly needed to save student lives at our new Kulanihako'i High School, will be immediately funded. 1.4 million people are depending on us. I see the good in each of you. Working with you for the greater good is the honor of a lifetime. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Amato. Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Mr. Ayu, Mr. Alcos, Ms. Amato, Ms. Bellotti, Mr. Chun, Ms. Cochran, Mr. Ganadin, Mr. Garcia, Mr. Garrett, Mr. Gates, Mr. Hashem, Mr. Hashimoto, Mr. Holt, Ms. Hussey Burdick, Ms. Ichiyama, Mr. Iligan, Ms. Kahaloa, Ms. Capella, Mr. Kila, Ms. Kitagawa, Mr. Kobayashi, Mr. Kong, Ms. Lamosao, Ms. Lowen, Ms. Martin, Ms. Martinez, Mr. Matayoshi, Ms. Matsumoto, Mr. Mizuno, Ms. Morikawa, Ms. Nakamura, Mr. Nakashima,
Excused.
Mr. Nishimoto, Mr. Onishi, Ms. Peruso, Mr. Pirik, Ms. Poe Poe, Mr. Quinlan, Mr. Sayama, Ms. Souza, Mr. Takayama, Ms. Takenouchi, Mr. Tam, Mr. Tarnas, Mr. Todd, Mr. Ward,
Excused.
Mr. Woodson, Mr. Yamashita, Mr. Speaker.
Present.
Mr. Speaker, 47 members are present, 2 are excused.
Members on item 2, reading of the journal, Representative Morikawa.
Mr. Speaker, may this matter be deferred.
So ordered. Item 3, Mr. Clerk, are there any messages from the governor?
Mr. Speaker, there are none.
Item 4, Mr. Clerk, are there any Senate communications?
Mr. Speaker, there are none.
All right, members, are there any introductions? Okay, if not, we're on item 5. Introduction of bills, Representative Morikawa.
Mr. Speaker, I move that all bills laying on the clerk's desk pass first reading by title and be referred to print.
Representative Garcia.
Mr. Speaker, I second the motion.
All right, members, all those in favor say aye. All opposed say no. The motion is carried. Item 6, Mr. Clerk, are there any resolutions for action?
Mr. Speaker, there are no resolutions for action. May all others be referred to print.
So ordered. Item 7, are there any announcements, members? Any announcements? Okay, if not, the chair has a couple of announcements. First, please note that tomorrow is a recess day. We will convene again on Wednesday, January 25th at 9 a.m., after which we will recess and walk over to the Senate for the 10 a.m. State of the Judiciary address. For purposes of today, the House will stand in recess for the purpose of convening in joint session at 10 a.m. for the Governor's State of the State address. Recess.